Peace, 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 and many blessings. This is your girl Sunshine with another edition of Shine Vibrations. Um, I want to thank y'all who have been patient and with me having replays and things, but I got some news to share with y'all. I kept it a little quiet for a minute, but I did have a biopsy and I got my results, and your girl is cancer free. So, thank you for that one. The divine is definitely working on time. But in the midst of me finding out my victory, there have been some folks that I have grown to love that has crossed over and is no longer here with us. And this show is partly going to be dedicated to a sister that I have grown to love and I was introduced to through Clubhouse in several different rooms, Alley Poetry. We were trying to talk in the background to schedule an interview, but we just didn't have it just didn't click between surgeries for me and things that she had going on. But I did get to catch her sometimes in different rooms, and when I tell you she was a powerhouse, she also inspired a lot of people. She was loved by a lot, and I have two of my brothers that y'all have seen these brothers before. One was part of the family here on Blast as a podcaster, but first we have Mojave, King Drip, the Honey Drippers collection. And then, I like this one because of the colors the colors that y'all use are just so dope for all of y'all stuff. I just want y'all to know that. And this is Paul Cram, and we have throw another picture there of these brothers. I like these two because they got this thing about cigars. So, I made sure I snatched two of those. And we have a fellow, see, this is what I love about Blast. We all family and we take turns and we hop on each other's podcasts. So we have this amazing sister from the Say Less podcast here on Blast. And I hope she doesn't mind which picture I leave with first. Because sis got it on, she flies, so I'm gonna go with this picture first. But when I tell you this sister is a dope individual, I have got to know her through our meetings and then seeing her as a guest on other podcasts and catching hers. She is out there and she got information for the people, but she is also a fan of poetry. And she says she wrote something and she wanted to share, so why not? Like I tell anybody, you want to promote something, you want to share something, as long as I got a door open, you can always come through it. So as I bring them on, we're gonna do ladies first. Hey, say hey, Miko.
Hi, everybody.
And next we have King Drip. How you doing, sir?
Peace. What's happening?
What's up?
Queens, one and all.
And we have Paul Cram. So,
what's good, baby?
there we go. That baby. We also have a special treat from Paul Cram, and it is dedicated to the sisters. So definitely stay tuned for this. So this is how we're gonna kick it off. Allie, because I want to pay homage to her first. Tell me something about Allie that stands out to you brothers the most. And whoever wants to go first.
Allie to me showed a different type of courage. Like when I first met Allie, I was doing the Louisiana Lyrics Lounge, and she did not want her face to be seen on a video podcast. Like she just did not want her face to be seen. And I was like, you know what, it's cool. I pressure everybody else. I'm like, it's cool. And we talked. Like after she did that, we had a lot of conversations. She introduced me to a lot of her poetry, and I watched her grow. I watched her pen like push past the limits that she put on herself. And I watched her start breaking out of her shell, man, when she started showing her face, started jumping in spaces. So Allie was just She's a great. It's hard for me to say was because to me it still is.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and
And she never dies, so you know.
she just
Right now, she's attached to everybody at the same time.
yeah, like she touched a lot of people, like a lot more people than I even thought that she did. Like Allie touched a lot of people.
That's true.
Indeed.
I knew Allie for years. I knew her when she started out as Opal Hayes, and she would do
Mhm.
poetry. And so, literally, like she was always around me, and I believe that she went to Howard University, and I think that she knew my brother. But we had talked around that, and so it was always like a situation where she was always around, and she would tell me, she's like, yeah, you know, I see what you guys are doing over there. I admire that. Um, and so my conversations with her increased because when she invited me to a group, and actually I didn't know who she was until she actually told me. And she's like, "Oh, I'm this person." I was like, "Oh, word." I was like, "Yo," and from that point, we had been rocking, like literally rocking, like, and we would have these conversations because of the Honey Drippers, because she had a fierce respect and understanding, and she loved what the Honey Drippers did. And I have to say that Paul Cram would post in her group and cause all kinds of seismic waves of certain things that happen all the time, right? And so I don't have to post because Cram's over there, right? But she would show her admiration because she's like all of you guys are so different, but you're all together, and we would talk. And Sunday we're gonna get into a deeper reasoning for that. So if you have the chance, come check us out in the Honey Dripper Poetry Room. We are the longest running poetry room on the Clubhouse app, point blank, period. We are as old as the app is, and we are the most consistent. And we are doing a celebration of life for her at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Mountain, 1 p.m. for the West Coast. Um, Thanks to the instrumental efforts of Cram, Cram has managed to invite her mother, get her to join our house and everything else. So we'll be doing a lot of poetry,
Awesome.
celebration, everything to her. But I mean, like for me, when it came to her, she was always like excited and nervous and anxious, and like, and it didn't matter how many times we told her that her pen was dope. She always was like, she's like, really, like she was always
Yeah,
surprised,
yeah,
surprised,
I
but she's one
understand that.
she's she's one of the dopest people really writing, like, and literally, like we're going to talk about it more on Sunday, but for me she's always ranked in my top three for writing, in our particular process. So in that sense, like, there wasn't a lot that she could do wrong, and a lot of times even when she took criticism, she thought that like she had to be like super great about the criticism. I'm like, nah, B, you're great. Let it rock. You got it. And so she's one of the people who definitely didn't know how dope she really was. She really didn't understand the depth, the length, the ability, her wordplay. Like a lot, like it didn't really like hit her yet. You know what I'm saying? And then she was trying to make the migration to move because she's like, I want to be on stages. I want to do this. Like very specific things. So the cool thing is that, and she was always like happy and whimsical, and like whatever I'll call her, she'd be like, "Am I in trouble?" I'm like, "No, you am I in trouble?" I'm like, "No, you're not in trouble." She's like, "Oh, I was worried." And I'm like, "No, don't worry about it. You good." Um, she's one of those people where it just took me by surprise, like, and for like me, like I'm on this back to back thing, right? So literally Sunday, my brother's wife, his wife of 39 years, my sister, passes, and then Monday it's her. And I'm trying to like put it all together. And it's like, I'm like, yo, I just seen you talk to you on Sunday. Like it didn't make no sense to me. And it still doesn't make sense to me. And it's like, but somebody who loved poetry, like Cram said, he wrote the write up, and he said that, we're going to celebrate her through the language that she knows, which is poetry. And it's true. That is the language that she spoke. That is what she breathed. that's what she believed in. And and it's like crazy because Cram is like bet. Like every time Cram, I was like bet. I'm like, do this. Let Cram have the idea, we just go. Right? Because Cram has been super instrumental in this whole process. And there's so much more that's gonna be said on Sunday. So I mean, like with all of us, our hearts go out to her family, her children, her husband. It's a tremendous loss to our community. Tremendous. So I'm gonna land my plane there.
Well, Paul Cram, you could lead into the piece that you have for her. I'm gonna go ahead and silence the music for you.
You called me your muse once, a name that felt like sunlight on a winter day, but it was you, Allie. It was you who shimmered under pressure, who wrote your way out of shadows and dared the world to see you. You didn't arrive loud. You arrived honest. And somehow that was louder than anyone screaming for the spotlight. You cracked your shell with your own bare hands, spilling fear and ink in the same breath, and from it rose a woman who wrote like survival, who spoke like testimony, who stood like truth. Opal Hayes. You weren't just a name on a flyer. You were a presence that shifted rooms. People leaned in when you spoke. They listened, not out of habit, but because you made them feel something they hadn't felt in years. I saw you when your hands trembled behind the screen, but still stepped forward anyway. I saw you when you laughed when you laughed soft after a poem, surprised at your own power. When the quiet girl turned into a poet, and that made pain sound like music. And now it's too quiet. The kind of quiet that doesn't feel natural, like a song that ends too soon, like pages left blank where there should have been more. I keep wondering if I told you enough that you mattered, that you changed lives, that I was proud to witness your wings unfold. I want one more poem, one more call, one more night where we can all clap too long because you finally believe what we always knew, that you were brilliant, you were brave, becoming, but now you're gone. And the grief settles in like dust on your favorite notebook, still here, but not the same. Still loved, but silent. Rest in poetry, my dear friend. This is not goodbye. This is just a long, aching stanza between now and when I hear your voice again. You were the poem this world needed, and now you're ink that will never fade. Paul Cram, welcome to the experience.
That was beautiful.
Yes, yes.
Peace. Oh, all right. This is what we call other people's poetry, but this was written by Ali Poetry um, from a picture prompt that I gave her. And it says, I pray that this is love. A heart trademarked by my touch, a pattern of passion researched and practiced, my invention taking off, the evolution of my essence invested. I see you. Inside, as we look into each other's eyes, I'm mesmerized as we are about to touch. It's almost too much to take. A rainbow after the lightest rain, splattered across the wanting sky, the feelings inside, like the sunrise of spring when the air is slightly crisp and bold. Extensions of our hands holding each other even from a distance. A witness of God as we meet for the very first time. A dandelion plucked down to seed, fingers stained with a desire so persistent. I pray this is what I think it is. Poem, Ali Poetry.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. Ooh. Y'all can come off your mics. You know, the giggle that you referenced, I remember hearing her do that a few times after she would do her pieces. Like she definitely sounded like somebody that I definitely wanted to meet in person. You know, I look, I done seen you already. Mojave. Now I just got to see the two of you. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
okay. Yeah, I done seen you too, Coke Bottle Goddess.
That's my honorary nickname.
That's my
Goodness
already
gracious.
nickname. I got to like you if I just let you have my food. I fight over food. I don't care nothing
Yeah,
about
he
that.
shared with me, and everybody turned around and was like, "What?"
I don't share food. I don't,
But
I
see,
don't.
that's a Taurus thing, though. We both Tauruses.
It's true. This is true. This is very true, man. But
We
Cram got
share
me in
with
my.
each other.
Yeah, true. That's true. But I'm gonna say you, Cram got me in my feelings, man. I'm fighting. I was fighting.
Mm-hmm.
I was fighting.
I don't know if you saw me. My head was down. I was like, please don't let me cry because it's going. I'm on the fair side. Red all in here. It's like crying, but I know definitely the reason is definitely gonna have me with my tissues. Look, here go arrows. Share the
Yeah.
food and the time.
Here come arrows. Here he comes.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi.
He
So
is
where is
also
everybody at?
he is also part of the Honey Drippers collection. What is the new name? What's the what Leviathan? What
The levitating Leviathan. That's
the
that's what.
levitating Leviathan? Yeah, I got a chance to meet him in person as well. So yeah, and he is exactly terrible how he act up. And he said, "Oh, don't do me like
Wait,
that."
wait, wait, hold, wait a second. Don't do me like that. No, I'm gonna throw it because like this. You got to put certain people in certain categories. So you could put Paul Cram in his own category. But see, at least with Paul Cram, it's gonna go left. So you just batten down. You had to. You
You're
are you
paying
throw
for
the
it.
you throw the umbrellas. You get the things. You get ready to herd the panties and all that other stuff. But see, and he'll tell you it's about to go down.
Hmm.
Logan likes to be like, "Oh, I'm harmless," blah blah blah, with his
Yes.
levitate.
He said
It just
levitate.
He just look having I believe if there was a way to define why you would use the expression clutching my pearls, it would be his face.
Yeah, and he
Because you
like to
think,
get he
oh,
like get naked on stage too.
this see
He-
look, see, I'm harmless. I can hear his voice. I'm harmless. What are you talking about?
we all know the answer to that question, and you should really stop lying.
What's the
Um,
little boy? What's the little boy in the car seat? The little gift and the little video? Bullshit.
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 I'm like at this point, Logan, you're practicing for the synagogue of Satan right now for all the amount of lies that you're telling. It's bad. It's not cool. You should let that go. You should just tell the truth. Say, listen, I levitate things with my hands and certain parts of my body. You should just say it. Just admit to it. You know, we're all
Yeah.
friends here. We're all
Yeah.
friends here.
And then the voice. Look, but I ain't gonna do you like that, bro. I ain't gonna do. But then he has this voice. It just drops like out of nowhere, and you're like, oh, what? Where did this come from? So as I mentioned, we have Miko here. So, Miko, since you are new to the show, you definitely have to let the folks know about you. Let them know what you do, the things that you got going on in the community, all that good stuff. Like I said, sis got a lot of info. Those that's in the market looking for homes, she is definitely a sister to reach out to, get some guidance. If you're looking to shop with sis. Definitely, this is what we doing here. So, yeah, and then tell like how has poetry been for your life since you said you've been a fan of it?
Okay. Well, real fast before I do me, I was asking where are you guys at?
Oh, I'm in New York.
Okay.
I'm in Iowa.
Okay. Okay.
Where you at in Texas?
Dallas.
Oh, yeah. Dallas is fun. We like Dallas.
I'm trying to get VP to do our next meet and greet here. I already got the building.
Yeah.
Everything is great about Dallas except for the Cowboys.
Come on, baby. Come on. You right. I'm surrounded by all of them too.
Yeah, I don't even know. Look. Last time I was in Dallas, I never seen so much Cowboy. Yeah, okay. Look, we supposed to go to Houston, but I'm about pivoting. Dallas would be good for us. I wouldn't even front. We got too much stuff going on in Dallas.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we get, especially if folks are down a couple of days. There's so many places to go here that I've never been. I know of, but I've never really been.
My nephew moved there. He has a condo and a house built
here in Dallas with Century 21. Been in the game for 3 years this year. Real estate is not for the weak.
That's magic 3.
Keep your 9 to 5 until you build your clientele. And yeah, I do have a sneaker drive, a back to school sneaker drive for the less fortunate. I had a reel going on out there, but I have like close to 100 pair of shoes, and a lot of them you just when a shoe come out, oh, I gotta have that new Van or whatever, and then you wear it for a little while. So I'm like, what, instead of giving it to the Goodwill where they're gonna flip it and sell it, you know what I mean? Let's just help out the kiddos that, parents are having a hard time. I remember growing up that we was in church lines getting them elephants, them ones that look like Converse back then. Well, I was in LA. I'm from LA, but
I know which ones you're talking about.
Elephants and with the little pockets on the side and stuff like that. So I remember those days, and just to think back then is nowhere near, the pressure's not the same. Like back then we were like, oh, I want some Lottos. You know what I'm saying? Well, I want the Diadoras. I want, you know what I mean? Like Adidas. But now I just feel really bad for parents and the kids growing up because the pressure is real heavy in this day and age. So just it's running through Wednesday. That's pretty much it. That's all I really got going on. I am looking for a little side gig to kind of help with my marketing because marketing is bananas financially. So looking for that. But poetry, it's been a minute since I tapped into poetry. You know what I mean? Like when I was growing up, I loved it. I used to write. I love writing. It seems like I just have to be in a mood now. And back then I didn't have to be in a mood. I just wrote, you know what I mean? But now it's kind of like, I don't know. I probably should. I just turned 50 in June. So I got a lot to say.
Me and Cram said the same thing. Me and Cram was like, what, 50? I'm thinking you like a hot 35, 38.
I'm 32 and my daughter be 21.
And yeah, we clowns on here. So, sis talk about some, do you have a filter on here? Because I look like I got makeup on and I don't got no makeup.
Yeah.
Filters, no ma'am. No filters. That's just her glow, her natural shine.
You in here glowing.
Oh man, I appreciate that. Yeah, but I got stories to tell, and I don't know, like, so I Of course, probably you guys as well. Out the box, right? Always. And I got it bad because I wear mine out the box for probably 4 wears, and I feel like they not white no more. But I'm learning my lesson. You know what I mean?
See, I don't have to worry about it, because if I pull them out and give me them, and I just sit there and wait till they get done clean.
Oh, yeah.
Like, thank you.
I don't know what it is about my Air Force Ones. Like, I can wear them a few times and you won't catch me in them. And then for whatever reason, ever since COVID, they're not even making sneakers the same. You know what I'm saying? They don't
feel like that. It feel like that.
You know how that's supposed to feel on them toes.
Yeah, you know, you get the crease real fast now. You know what I mean? It's like these days they're not making them the same. But yeah, no, I just
my sneakers though. I gotta hide them. I got a 13-year-old who can put his feet in my stuff.
Yeah, you do.
Well,
I gotta lock my door.
Being a sneakerhead myself and having tons and tons of sneakers, I've been very fortunate enough for my son to catch up to me. My 12-year-old can now fit my sneakers, but I have to chide him to stay away from my 1s and 3s. That's my limits. I'm like, no 1s, no 3s, everything else in there. But he's really waiting for his feet to get big enough to get into my foam posits, because I'm a foam head. So, so I got hella foam posits right now. So actually he just left out of here with a pair of 3s. Unfortunately, but I mean, but I'm actually easing out of my sneaker collection now, because I'm like I can't wear them all. So now
That's where I am. Like, you know, like if I see something, you know, come out or whatever that's kind of catches my eye, I'll buy them. But for the most part, like, the desire is just not there anymore. Because I'm when I went through them shoes, I'm looking at them shoes barely worn, and I'm like, really? And then when you think about all the bread you done spent, you know what I mean? You like,
nah, look, I wear my joints. I mean,
I do, but like, prime example, I got the Unos, Uno collection of Air Force Ones. Those was $250. I can count on one hand how many times I wore them shoes. Right? That's crazy. Like, I guess you just get to a certain age where you just like, this is bananas.
But also, you got to think about it too. It's also what you do. You know what I'm saying? You don't have the opportunity to really dress with the sneakers every day, all day. You know,
heels is over for me. Like, I can't even. I swing out, dance. I did all that when I moved here to Dallas, and I wore heels every day. And I haven't in the past. It's probably been about 7 years now. So I really wear tennis shoes for real. Like, when I show a house, or when I have a client or something like that, I'm a suit jacket, jeans, and tennis shoe person. You'll never see me in heels or nothing like that. Like, them days is over.
Look at the Fantastic Four. I know that's right.
I think I will make a sneakerhead mad, because it's like, I buy tennis shoes because I need tennis shoes. Like, somebody got mad at me one day. I was out there cutting grass, and a pair of Jordans got upset with me. Like,
why would you do that?
No,
because my grass needed to be cut.
Old grandpa.
my grass needed to be cut, and my grandpa say don't go outside barefoot. I put them shoes on because they was right there. And I went and cut them.
That's like when you was growing up. Didn't they tell you when you was growing up, don't you play in your church shoes? Don't you play in your church
shoes?
Now when we talk about dress shoes, I feel the way about dress shoes the way y'all feel about sneakers. Like, if somebody touched my Giorgio Brutinis, you going to jail. Like, we got a problem.
And he mean it.
Yeah, but tennis shoes, as long as they comfortable, I ain't gonna lie to you. I wouldn't care if they Air Force Ones or Air Force 3s. I'm gonna put them on and go do what I gotta do.
I recently got my Avias. It's on my TikTok. I did a video, Your Realtor and Sneakers, and I got my 2298 tennis shoes. And you know what? That's where I'm at, like, in life. And them shoes are so comfortable. I forgot how comfortable shoes were.
Nah, matter of fact, you know what? I'm about to get a pair of Hokas. Hokas, what you call it?
They're so expensive, though.
Yeah. Listen, I promise you, everybody, all the people I know, they're like, listen.
Yeah, it's true.
I know you love this. Like, I know you love your Jordans. I know you love this. You know, there's you thought Yeezys was comfortable, put these on. And then all I see is everybody in there. Like all the people I know that work in the medical field, all of them got Okas.
A crackhead told me about him. He had them on.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeezys are ugly. I don't give a damn how much they cost. Yeezys ugly.
I love his sneakers. I love stuff that, is comfortable. I look. Like he said, he called me Coke bottle goddess because he also wasn't expecting for me to be as tall as I was. So
I wasn't.
Yeah. So
but that wasn't it. That wasn't just it. But I ain't fighting with your man, so I'm gonna sit back over here.
With my height also comes big feet. I wear 12 in women's, okay? So my feet got to be comfortable, but guess what the most comfortable thing on my feet is?
Socks.
Natural brown.
I
could go barefoot. If I could go barefoot everywhere, I wouldn't put shit on my feet.
I told Crazy Carla that. I told her that, and I told Myra during one of my sessions that I was going to ground, right? Like I was going to start grounding, but every time I think about my feet touching,
get out your head.
Like Carla told me just to get a bag of soil, right? And I did, because at least you know that that's not, you know what I mean? Like, and then I'm city. Like my husband is country.
I'm from Jersey.
He country, like he country, and I'm still city. So bugs and stuff like that just freaks me out. And like I even wear flip flops in my own shower because my feet can't touch the bottom of the shower.
She got jail habit.
That's a different issue. That's a whole different issue. She got a lot to work back for.
I mean, I know. They're like, it's your shower, and I'm
that's
like,
what I'm saying. It's your shower.
But
as long as they don't say Bob Barker on your flip flops, we all right.
It don't.
Look, okay, look. I'll tell you. Let's take a quick break. Let's check out the Blast Artist Spotlight of the week, and we're gonna get back into this poetry, and we're gonna hear something from Miss Miko. She said she hasn't written in a while, so we're gonna let her usher it in, and then we have a surprise treat. Would you like to say the title of it, Paul Cram?
It's called "Fuck Your Four," as in FOR. It combats the narrative of she's pretty for and whatever qualifier you feel like she needs.
So
that's deep.
That's real deep. Well, right now we have our Blast Artist of the week, and that is Michael Soul with "I Don't Want to Be Lonely."
That's all I'd say right now. I'm your type for a night out. Why we moving so slowly? I don't wanna be lonely. Okay, I'm not bound. I don't want you for longer than one round. We go down with a bit for a bit down. Nothing matters when you dance with me. We're just standing in this light, and you're making me so high. Let's get trashed. One touch, your heart will crash. Your perfume smells like tequila. Don't know why I'm so obsessed. That's all I say right now. I'm your type for a night out. Why we moving so slowly? I don't wanna be lonely. That's all I say right now. I'm your type for a night out. Why we moving so slowly? shot, your heart will crash. Your perfume smells like tequila. Don't know why I'm so upset. That's our night, say right now. I'm your type for a night out. Why are we moving so slowly? I don't wanna be lonely. That's our night, say right. I'm your type for a night out. Why are we moving so slowly? I don't wanna be lonely. I don't wanna be. I don't wanna be. I don't
That was Michael
That was
Soul.
nice.
I don't want to be lonely. So you too can be a blast artist. All you have to do is run over to blastmusic247.com and choose the freemium account, and you can upload your artistry. Me and Paul Graham are already artists on Blast. King Drip, still waiting on you to do yours. So yeah, I just put you on Blast. But you too can have your music, your comedian stand-ups, your spoken word, and your live bands. When I tell you, we got so many independent dope artists on Blast. You need to check it out. Get your stage set up so that we can also run yours through each podcast that's on our platform. Right, Miko? Like, you do this too. Like, all of us on Blast plays some of the artists in rotation. So, and we have our favorites. So, you know, y'all need to run on over there. But guess what? It's also for the fans too. So if you want to have access to all the artists that's on there, you also have the option to join for free. And you have the option to stream all of our artists. So again, that's blastmusic247.com, changing the industry one artist at a time.
Now, did she say tequila?
Smell like tequila. Yeah.
Was it tequila or tequila?
Tequila.
It was dope. She said tequila.
Tequila.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Because I said, damn, okay, that was serious. Because the way the song is, it's like how Music Soul Child puts all his titles together. That's exactly how it is for that song too. So I was like, oh, I already like it already. Beep was like, yo, we got a new artist. I was like, sure, load him up. And so, you know, I'm always down for bringing out the new artists. So, you know, like I said, as long as I got a doorway, folks can walk on through. So now we have, do you have anything else you want to say about Fuck Your Four before we go ahead and play this?
Nope, just enjoy.
Bring it on.
You know what really pisses me off? When they say, she's pretty for a dark-skinned girl. Like that shit is supposed to be a compliment. Like being dark is some kind of disadvantage you gotta rise above just to be considered worthy of attraction. Nah, homie. Here's another one. She's cute for a dark-skinned girl. You hear the poison in that? Like beauty don't belong to blackness. Like darkness can't dazzle, can't dominate, can't make jaws drop just by walking in the room. You mean to tell me she gotta carry centuries of your colorism on her back and still smile politely when you toss her scraps of approval? She'd be gorgeous if she was just a little lighter. Nah, she's already fucking gorgeous. Her skin is sun-baked scripture, ancestral blessings, unapologetic richness you ain't even fucking qualified to critique. She's not pretty despite her skin. She's not pretty in rebellion against it. She's not a rare exception to your warped-ass rule. She's the standard you keep refusing to see. You know something else that really fucks with me? When they say, She's fine for a big girl. As if beauty has a weight class. As if her body is a limitation instead of a living celebration. Like softness is a shame. Like stretch marks ain't sacred. Like fat girls can't be fantasies. She got a pretty face though. Though what? Though she takes up space? Though she's full where others fold? Though she doesn't shrink herself for you? Her presence is power. Her thighs are thunder and prayer. Her belly is a blessing, not a barrier to be seen. She don't need to be smaller to be stunning. She don't need your passive praise filtered through your fat phobia. So let me make this very plain and very clear for the people in the back still choking on their prejudice. She's not pretty for a dark-skinned girl. She's not pretty for a big girl. She's not pretty for anything except the simple fact that she exists. Bitch, she's pretty because she's pretty. Fuck your four.
Masterpiece.
Thank you.
Drip.
Hard in the paint.
I mean, I got chills. I was like, dope.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
But Zenise, it's always good to see you, darling. Oh man, Paul Cram, boy, you know.
Man, that was deep, but it was so real, so true.
Everything, no lies told, none, not one.
Yep,
not a one. But you know what? Like I said about my Fupa poem, you know, it's no offense to the small sisters. You know, y'all are beautiful too, but it just ain't about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have been told, well, it has been said to me, you so soft. And I'll be like, aren't all women? Hell no. Some of them chicks, they skin just be rough and all. I'll be like, what? Like
skin to the elbow.
Like, can you see? Like, to me, I can't imagine. You get what I'm saying? And I guess going off of me, like, I can't imagine. To me, all women are supposed to be soft. It shouldn't be because of your weight class. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking all of us got soft skin.
I'm like I said, I love women. Like, there's no particular body type though, like that. I'm not gonna lie and say it's personality first. No, because personality ain't the first thing I see. You know, it's usually eyes. But there's something sexy about a lot of women, regardless of the shape, regardless of the skin tone. Like, there's always something, but it's to me, it's something special about a fupa, man. I remember somebody said, and I believe it. I 100% believe it, man. Good poom poom deserves shelter.
I was just doing because I was about to say, you know, they still good poom poom in shelter.
Good poom poom deserves shelter and protection. I love it. I love it.
Hey,
I'm just gonna say it all day long.
If you got food, like, let's think about it.
Be what you're comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? But you know, letting women know, like, you shouldn't be body shamed from the outside. How you feel about you is a personal thing, you know, that you focus on. And really nothing that you do for yourself should be affected from outside forces anyway. And the fact that people feel that they have the right to tell you how you should feel, how you should think, and how you should look about yourself is just crazy to me. But people do it. We see it every day on social media. So we just gotta.
And here's the crazy part. What blows my mind, and I've said this, you know, I really refrain from having anything to say about stuff, but I get so tired of people and on my social media so quick to girl, sit yourself down with that fupa or this, or why she flopping that stuff, just the post that they make, but yet and still you had surgery.
Yeah.
You had a BBL, you had a tummy tuck, you had
and did it all on my own.
You see what I'm saying? And it's like, so if you didn't have the bread or the resources to get that surgery,
what would you really have?
They hustled it up. They either hustled it up, got somebody to pay for it, or had some good damn insurance back when the insurances was covering that. Now
but
they not doing
the
that.
thing is, stay humble, because that stuff can reverse. So stay humble.
I love it. I love it. I love it. That's just like any bowl of food.
Doing them BBLs will leave you with a little stank on them, so you got to be very good about that, because honestly, when men are saying that the women's body, and I am being so serious from a medical standpoint, like a lot of sisters could be walking around with an active infection and not even know, because what you are smelling is the antiseptics, all that stuff that they use to put in their bodies to perform the surgery. It has to come out. And that's really what it is. It's not that they're not washing. It's literally the surgery healing and the tissue healing, and it has to come out.
Yeah, that's wild. But I would like to say, for the record, I am a fupa mechanic. I service cervix. I have shirts on sale, Ruxwear, check it out. But more importantly, as far as the movement is concerned, I also run this group called Fashionably Thick. I also am the founder of Convention. I've always been about the full-figured beauty of women, more importantly. As a matter of fact, when we look at history, whenever we see things, like, it's weird because the European definition and standard of beauty has always been thin, excuse my terminology, no ass, everything else. But everything that they do is now emulation. The Victorian era, they wanted to be like Sarah Bartman, so they put bustles underneath their dresses to have bigger asses. They wanted all of these different things to reflect, they want thicker lips, darker skin. I was just about to say,
they want some of these, they can't have them, not without Botox.
But, some people who are not original, they like to regulate everything that it is about our bodies and everything else. And so the thing is that when we're looking at women, and I swear, I'm like Paul Cram, I love me a fupa. There's some good cat under there. No ifs, ands, buts, or suppose. Like, literally, the softness, the beauty, all the stuff that comes along to me, as long as you have the confidence, you keep yourself great and up form, everything else, and you're healthy, why should it matter? Why should anything else in there? And it shouldn't matter with anything else. You should be this particular person, because our standard of beauty, like, dead ass, like ain't nobody. I know if Jill Scott showed up next to some white model, I know every time I'm on Jill Scott, each and every time. I'm done with kids, but I would have more kids. That's
I would kiss a freak though.
I would kiss her shadow. Like, Jill Scott is just a man. Whoo!
And she is a freak, and she will tell you that.
She ain't gotta tell me. She ain't gotta tell me at all.
Show
me everything I'm gonna write about later.
Man, listen, I'm trying to tell you, but the thing is that there's this dual thing that goes on where society wants this particular definition and standard of beauty versus what they actually want and what they desire, what they actually will pay for. And it will be everything having to do with that. Like, like, I'm noticing a shift altogether, and I live in a particular place where it's primarily, a certain demographic. Like, I'm starting to notice more and more of our counterparts are accepting their bodies and wanting to be thicker and wanting to have all this other stuff. Whereas before, it wasn't the same way. And it was almost like a jealousy, like, I don't like that, anything else is going on. But now you see the shift of everything and modeling.
Back in the day, it was only a chosen few, like the Anna Nicole Smiths types, that was doing these. Wendy Williams, remember, she was like one of the spearheads on getting, no disrespect, I'm gonna say it, Wendy, you from Jersey, out there at Asbury Park, but you played your hand in getting sisters on board with the BBLs, because people keep forgetting, all this is Brazilian butt lifts that was going on in the 90s. Like, y'all acting like this is new. It just wasn't us doing them. First, Wendy was going on her radio show and she was talking about how she went over overseas and went and got her boobs done, and then she went back and got the tummy tuck, and then she went, so and next thing you know, the women started taking trips, started going and get them done, and then it just the rappers, like, it all played into it, and people forget in '88 the first time a bad bitch was mentioned on TV was on Oprah. I mean, people need to remember that. And that's where it started to me.
You don't need no surgery.
That's where it started.
And I'm not pleased with my body. That menopausal weight is a beast, and I always want to settle in that midsection. And my husband, he's, I'm beautiful, I'm perfect, like, to him.
Man, you gotta sit there, let that man rub on that belly,
and I tell him all the time, it's not about what you think, it's about how I feel. And I'm not confident. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you loving me like I am, but I'm not happy. But then I refuse to have surgery, right? So I try to, get in the gym and do all that. Then you got my hair damage on my legs. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just atrocious. And it's like, I got Dreamy. I'm using Dreamy, and I'm using the cellulite oil, and I'm using all this stuff and the vibrating thing to get it all out. So even though I'll never resort to surgery, I can understand how some women might be like, shit, I'm tired of trying. I'm just gonna go on and, you know what I'm saying, like, get this done. But I have my days where I really don't give a fuck, right? It's 1,000 degrees here in Texas right now.
Yeah.
And depending on how, like tonight, I'm going to a little birthday party. You know what I'm saying? Komiko is gonna have on some little shorts, and you're just gonna get seasick with my hair damage. But then tomorrow I might wake up and say, I don't feel like, showing my legs today. I'm not in that. I guess that's a Gemini thing. We wake up different people, but I don't know. But I refuse to resort to
my legs. I'll show them as much as I can.
Girl.
I'm not gonna. I can't speak for everybody.
My legs. I love my lips and my legs. That's always been my thing. These can't be ashy, and neither can those.
But what I will say is, on behalf of the men that I know of, who enjoy everything you just got finished talking about, we respect that. We respect that. How you feel for you, we respect that, and whatever you decide to do for you at that moment, that's cool. But if it's up to us, see that midsection you talking about, it's just like imagine that being Tupperware, and it's protecting the food that we getting ready to eat. Like, that's a beautiful thing right there. That's a beauty. And then when you grab that top of that Tupperware and you flip that lid, and everything that's in there, you get to put your face there. Like, your meal is right under that Tupperware lid. Oh yeah, Lord.
Nutritious, huh?
I'm just saying, this is where you put the fupa at. You put the fupa right here,
like,
right here,
right here.
Right there.
Just get caught. You ain't gotta do nothing else. You ain't even gotta think right now. Just lay back.
Roll up on there.
The fupa is sitting there, and the thighs right here.
I'm gonna wear the thigh. It's called a thigh mat. I'm gonna wear it.
Yeah. I mean, look. This is a fupa rest, and these are thigh muffs. That's all you need to know. That's it.
Bless y'all heart. Y'all, but you know what? Real men, I can honestly say, real men. That's all I hear is that they appreciate the woman's body, and the things that we trip off of, y'all ain't even tripping off of it.
They doing that in competition with others, and like I always say, when I'm me, can't nobody beat me. So I ain't worried about what you look like, because I know you can't look like me. You can't do nothing like me.
Correct.
Y'all got so much power, y'all don't even know. Y'all could just set somebody up by throwing a breast in their mouth. They ain't gonna talk. They ain't gonna say
I mean, he's not lying, man. Can you imagine you sitting there trying to argue, and he just blah, 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 blah. No more words, cuz they saying nothing else. He forgot why he was mad. All of that. I'm gonna pick some shit to make it happen again. Like, it's just no.
What was we arguing about?
Like, I don't even understand what's going on.
Do it again.
So here we go.
And then turn around and say, "Now you hungry?"
Yeah, see, that's how you do it.
And
So
that,
here
but
we
see,
go. What is this?
you gotta
What
watch
is
you
this
talk, say that to them.
because they getting started. So let's share your piece first because I see where this is heading.
All right. Are y'all gonna be muted? Cause y'all know I'm silly now.
Well, no, if you want, don't want us to be muted, then we don't have to be.
No, I'm just saying because
But we
if
do
somebody
that out of
laughs and I
respect.
hear it, I'ma laugh.
All right, I'm mute. We
Yeah,
are mute.
yeah,
Mute.
we normally mute unless it's requested for us not to.
Oh, whatever you want to do. If somebody laugh, I'ma laugh.
Okay, so you just gonna see us go ha 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 then.
Okay, I'm not gonna look because I'm gonna laugh. I'm probably gonna laugh anyway, but you know. And then I'll give the the title of it in the end. Okay. All right. I said I eat clean, just veggies and rice. But then came the fries, and Lord, they look nice. I whispered no thanks, but my fork had a plan. Next thing I knew, I was deep in that pan. Pizza called softly, you know I'm your fave. Salad just sat there, all leafy and brave. I tried to resist, I swear that I tried. But that mac and cheese, yeah, I damn near cried. Tacos on Tuesday, wings on the side. Sweets in the fridge, I attempt to hide. My fridge is a battlefield, snacks make the rules. And leftovers whisper like high school fools. But here's the real truth, and I say this with pride. Food is a love that I won't ever hide. It feeds my soul, my joy, and my mood. So don't judge my plate. Respect my food. Signed, Big Back.
Okay,
So
wait a
y'all
minute.
know I like to eat.
Let me tell you something right now. I love this piece because in the beginning, it was so fucking sexy. Like,
Oh,
Yeah, I was like, "Ooh, what is
yes.
going?"
I was like, yes, I was like, oh, hold up, wait a minute. She said my fork. And then when you mentioned about the mac and cheese, you know what everybody say about the mac and cheese. So, I was like, okay, but then she said, oh, no, sign, Big Back.
Man, that cute. It was the getaway for me. Like when she
Yes,
hurry up and try to get off the camera. Like,
yes,
yeah.
yes. Oh,
That
I
was still
love it.
like a 4-plate type of piece for somebody with a back the size of mine. Like that was still, yeah.
And it's so funny because now you made me think about the reel that I saw earlier today where it was literally somebody recorded this big girl walking into a barbecue spot, and that's what the name of it was, Big Backs.
Yeah. And I mean, and I'm big back in my soul. I may not look big, for one, I don't believe in big back. I believe in
at one time.
healthy.
And without being pregnant, I was 360 pounds. I went from 360 down to 214 to 275 to 235 to 290 to back and forth. So I get it. I get it.
Yeah, no, I use the term big back because I really do like food for real. Like it's everything to me.
Good. It's very good,
Yeah, I'll eat all day too.
good. Especially when it's so good, it's like sex in the mouth.
And I cook now. I cook
ooh.
too. I'm old school, so I cook. Like I made some lasagna just now. Like
wait.
I'll cook before I go out to eat.
You talk about old school. How about yesterday? Before we let them drip all over us. Yesterday, I decided to make some Italian turkey sausage, right? But I added a little something to it. I jerked them up, right? Because I did the onions, because I wanted to make some jerk gravy. You feel me? So I did that, and I had my rice and black beans over here on the other side. I cooked this last night. It was over 15 in there. When I got home, I went to go make me a plate. My baby boy was taking the last one out, and it was
I'd have put him
nothing
out.
but about that much gravy left in there.
I'd have put him out. I'd have put him out. He'd have had to pack his stuff. He'd have to go.
Got to go. You got to go.
I ate two last night.
That's why you got to put it on the side. And I'm about to go make plates and take, because I cannot cook little for what
I
it's
can't either.
It's just me and the
That's
dog
why
here.
I'm like, how is it only rice left? Basically.
But then you
Rice
got a
and some
growing
flavor
boy
left.
too. You got a growing boy, so
Two of them.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's
the
a wrap.
Royals.
13
The Royals
and
be in there
11-year-old.
Yeah, those are growing
It would
boys.
have been one, because one of them would have got put out.
But listen, it's still spaghetti left in there that they wanted. They always want what's for me, and I can't eat the spaghetti.
Wait.
I cheated yesterday and ate it, and I ain't really supposed to be messing with it because of the tomatoes. So they know when it's in there, y'all gotta eat that. Why is it nothing but that? I can't eat it. I can't
Nah,
eat it.
because
I ain't got
they
no
won't.
vinegar.
They want what you got. They want what you got. I had some Arby's yesterday, right? So I called myself splitting the sandwich in half, right? So I split the sandwich in half. I eat half of it, right? So my son goes, "Oh, you gonna eat this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm eating that. Leave my sandwich alone, right?" So he waits till I go off, right? And we was in a meeting. I come back, right? I pick up the container and it's empty. Right. And then I was like, yo, did you eat my sandwich? He's like, yeah. I said, why? Because I was hungry. I was like, yo, I said, didn't you have your own sandwich, half of a Reuben, curly fries, your own drink, and then you came back and ate my food? But he felt righteous about it. But like Paul Cram, I'll choke you out. And so,
Yeah, that was a
You know
yeah.
what?
That was
You
a
know
no.
what? I talk it up to that. Well,
Back to
see,
shit.
now I see I can't use this anymore. And I said, well, maybe it's because I breastfed them.
I don't know.
I
I
think
got
Oh, that's cool.
I think breastfed males feel entitled.
He
I'm
puts
just
me on
saying.
it. It's like if I make a steak, if I don't make two steaks, it's a problem. Because if I make one steak, right, and I go like say I'm resting the steak and I go do something else, I'll come back and big pieces will be missing from the steak, right? Because that's just yeah.
Him bold, him real bold.
Oh no, that's just what he does. Like I'll be having arguments with people because I'm like, being a tourist, I would get you what you want. You can have what you want, but this is for me. This is for me. And so I one of our members, Jinx, right? I had like Newman's own orange juice is not cheap by any stretch of the means. It's usually $5 per can, right? So they had a sale 2 for $5. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna get this mango tango, whatever, right? I had it on the table, right? And I was gonna move it to the thing, but Jinx lit into that joint crazy. He's like, I made myself 2 drinks. I made this person 2 drinks. I was like, I don't care what you do. I don't care how you do it. I said, when you come back over here tomorrow, I said, you make sure you bring that with you, because I don't care where it's at, where it is, but you need to bring my drink back. And then the very next day, I put it away. Somebody else took it out and started drinking from it. And I was like, y'all incorrigible. What's wrong with y'all? I was like, y'all heard me beefing about this. You heard? I was like, everything else you could have. Why take this? But
I'm so glad my daughter is gone, because she would drink my husband travels the world for work. So it's just me and a dog, right? But my daughter, she moved back to Cali with her dad. But when she was just here for my birthday, you think you miss your kids until they come visit. This heifer, she drank my Red Bulls.
With the S? Red Bulls?
My thing is this. For one, we all know Red Bulls is $80 a can.
Yes.
So it's not like you're just going in there and grabbing a Sprite. we all know that the Red Bull, it serves a purpose. It's not just, oh, I'm thirsty.
Yes.
She probably was making mixed drinks.
Bull, that sucker was, I said, oh, I'm gonna buy you another one.
Oh, that's the adult kid thing. That's what your adult kids. Oh, I got money. I'll buy you one. Like, no,
nobody ain't gonna buy your own. You just want.
Because when I went for it, it should have been there. I went for it when I wanted it. It should have still been there.
Oh, my brother and the boys, I paid for a homie of mine to deliver me some yellow seeded watermelon from his farm.
Oh no. Oh no.
I have been doing the watermelon fast, making my smoothies, making my little watermelon and cucumber salads and all of this, blah, 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 blah. So it's time to gut that one. Where's my watermelon? My brother, oh, sis, you said, no, I didn't.
He's still alive? I'm just playing.
And get this. This
will be right in the middle of your forehead.
This is my older brother.
Oh, no.
Nah. Well, me and the boys, I said, I didn't tell y'all to eat nothing. Oh, boy, I came back in here and slammed the door. And then later on, I went back out there and I said, I ain't talking to y'all. Don't talk to me.
I had to find a way to explain to my mama that my brother gone. Like I was trying to find a way. Like how do I let my mama know that she's short one? You know, like and over something she's not a yellow meat watermelon. Man, I'll punch Moses. Like, you know.
Look, that first one was so good, and that first one was so good too. It was so good. And get this, y'all can finish the big red one in the refrigerator. So you know, baby boy went down on it. He went, can I get another one? It's there. Go get the knife. Just make sure you don't cut yourself. I mean, he had the big old slices like this. Sitting at the table. That's my Taurus, baby. He eat anything I'm eating, he eating, but he knew not to touch it. But because of first thing they said, well, Uncle cut it. That don't mean you eat it. You supposed to have my back when I'm not here.
Look, I've been in his face. I'll be like, you know how much this costs? All right, you know. Now you go get one and you bring it back and give me the money I spent.
Yep.
$15 a pop for the delivery. I mean, that's not bad, but for the
can't be here no more. Like y'all give me all these. No, you can't be here. Like you have to tell me you ate my watermelon over a telegram or a text message. You couldn't tell me to my face that you ate my yellow meat watermelon. No, bro, we both about to find out right now how we living
it. Has the moment you touch a part of it, we will not touch it again for the simple fact that you wasn't supposed to touch it in the beginning. So then they feel bad and will leave whatever is there. No, go on. Y'all didn't have no problem touching it before. Don't do
it. They probably eat the watermelon and crying.
I need 6 green apples for this smoothie recipe. You done took 2 of them. And when I riffed about it, now the other 4 sat there until they went bad. I said, you might as well eat them now because I can't do my recipe.
Oh,
kids.
Somebody planted a tree. They got me my shit back.
For you.
That's like my daughter with hoodies. My daughter is the original hoodie.
Oh, I got several.
Go get your fan.
Go get it.
You have to act up.
Oh.
Who, me?
You got
Maybe
your wine. Your communion. Sorry, you got your communion.
Yeah.
But you gonna need a fan too.
Wait.
You gonna need an armor bearer to come bring you that rag so you can dab your forehead.
I got a box of Kleenex on my desk.
Oh, she got tissue.
Both my fans is in the car.
Oh, dang.
All I'm saying, Sunshine, I want to go first because I don't want to be in the travails of the wake when Olacone comes. I don't want to be a part of that. I'm gonna go, so that way I ain't got to be,
I can do it.
Yeah,
drip
I'm just gonna
style.
say.
Know what I'm saying? You know how y'all do y'all cipher, the back and forth? That's, the rapid fire. Yeah.
That's what am I about to witness?
So, how many poems are we doing? We
However you
just
like.
not well.
Coming up. You are a regular, sir. What is
Listen,
the limit?
listen,
What
listen.
is the
I
minimum?
look. I figured we do because we've been having all this
But what's the
conversation.
minimum?
Usually we do 2 or 3, but I'm just
Okay,
saying.
so whatever you got, you got. And if
All right,
and if you ain't got it, then you out of bullets.
look. I'm never out of bullets. Anyway,
So
you're right.
is it gonna be like, are we gonna do you spit, me spit, you spit, me spit?
Yep. You know how y'all do it.
All right. Well,
Huh.
I'll go. Stretch.
Ladies
Okay.
and
Are you doing like both pieces or one piece, then me, then you do another piece?
back and forth.
Back and
Me
forth. All right.
do one, you
All
do
right. So,
one.
so
Yeah.
I guess we doing 2 pieces apiece.
At
All
So,
right,
least,
bet.
all right.
even though three is the minimum, so y'all
So,
know y'all
y'all.
at least gotta be prepared for three. So if you only get to do two apiece, that's cool.
Okay.
Y'all
Cool.
know the
Cool. Cool.
rules. Y'all
All
regulars.
right. So let's warm up, and
Ladies and gentlemen,
then when we come back,
we have
then
two
we
of the Honey
flex on
Drippers collectives. Paul Cram, drop your attributes.
I'm Paul Cram, the poet, proof a woman can't raise a man, host of Intellectual Conversations, also known as I'm Not Toxic, the tongue is. So, I am that guy.
King Drip, drop yours.
I am the poet known as Hob Rux, aka King Drip, the fearless leader and founder of the Honey Dripper Poetry Collective. Uh, Known for the progenitor of bad ideas and take it home and try it. You might just like it. Um, and we're here to drip, if you will. All right, so I'll get started. Can we cut the music? All right. Skin, steam wafts into the air as you disrobe. Your pores open with heat from hot water. This constant rhythm that beats the white porcelain, the caress of soap is what makes me jealous. For every inch of you feels its touch, and is not what I would want. I prefer myself to the imagination of water. The sweet droplets, removing the residue of your day, the touch so wanted, violently attacking you as if a war was to commence, and would rule your geography. There's no apology to your body, but would take what was yours for mine. And this soap is a cosign because he could jump in at any time as we would fight for your curvature. Secure the most intimate parts of your neck, areola, bosom, inner thigh, taking each territory for our own keeping. Mount a frontal attack as I pull back my bow from my quiver that the arrow plunges deep to making sure that your river flows. Where we mix and mingle, and only the steam will hear your sighs. A fluid fastening a tongue that can flick everywhere with no clumsy words or approach, just wanted, felt, appreciated, adored. In the smallest parts of you, I will go. The steam misting you, closing your eyes, and you remember me like an old lover that still has that way needed like the relief and relaxation. And when you are done, I will leave behind the evidence of our union, pearls of my existence, thousands of me, all over your skin. Poem.
What if I told you your pleasure isn't yours anymore? That tonight I didn't come to love you, but to consume you. What if I could show you that I can touch you where hands can never reach, where kiss you so deep your breath stopped belonging to you? This is called possession. And I promise, if you're chosen, you will never hear your moans the same way again. So now I ask, which one of you would be the first to fall? Who among you will feel the flame flicker through the frame, crawl up your spine, settle in your stomach, and drip slow and sinful between your thighs before I ever lay a finger on you? Is it you? Nah. You sparkle, baby, but you don't burn. What about you? Satin thighs and stormy eyes, but not quite ready to deal with the level of intensity that I will provide. There you are. That breath you just held, that twitch in your leg, that throb behind your eye, that was me. You've been chosen. The dick favors you. The rest of you may watch, touch yourself if your body begs, but know this, her moans are your prophecy. She is mine now. So step forward, goddess. See, this is where the ritual begins. No lies, no masks, no names, just lust and truth tangled in tongue and breath. I bind your wrists not to punish, but to free. You don't have to think anymore, just feel. I'll start slowly. Mouth just a whisper above your skin, breath dragging like heat along your thigh, not touching, just teasing, just tasting the anticipation on your skin. My tongue finds your tension, licking away stress like a sin I came to absolve. I kiss your knees like royalty. I climb your thighs like a mountain made of silk. And then I find you, that velvet altar, dripping prayers, your clit pulsing like it's trying to speak in tongues. And I listen. Tongue stroke slow, certain dancing like fire over your clit, a wicked rhythm rising, falling, a serpent sway, tempting, tasting, tracing circles of sin around your pearl, swirling slow, then diving deep. My fingers follow suit, two at a time, deep and intentional. Rubbing the sacred spot mortal men always miss, but I am no mortal man. I am the thing you summon when prayers turn into moans. A sexual demon, darling, and you're mine. I feed on every moan. I drink every drip. Your nectar blesses my mouth like holy wine, and I sip it all until you're shaking, breathless, begging the night not to end. And that's when your body breaks and your spirit bends. It's funny because you think it's over. That the shaking, the moaning, the flooding of your thighs was the climax. Nah. I haven't even entered you yet. What you felt was only the opening, the whisper, the warning. Now the true ritual is soon to begin. The anointment is complete. Prepare for the consecration. Paul Cram.
So fucking beautiful. And I want you just like that. Looking like the warmest bath that I would ever take, assured that the waters would change me, rearrange me, pull every bit of management meant to cause cataclysmic bombardment. Only, only after the laughter your vagina finer feels ebon flesh turn steel, turn grinder, turn drill, turn reminder that a man has the xylophone of your sexual tone, wills you to excess and accepts the duty of pleasing your wet. The atom to attune, the death of auto-tune, automatic or pleasure and feed as I become a crack addict wanting only to smoke and get high with the drug that's from between your thighs. It's the sweetest way to die. It's the only way to fly. And if I steal your wings, the one you take off after you get naked, and when you're next to me, I ball them with a kiss, swim within the deep parts of your heart in bliss, making love to you as an art, and I would never brush the strokes of my brush on the canvas of your canvas. Instead, I canvas your canvas, note by lick, the brush of each flick of tongue, responding to the drum, beating the fleeting reserves of nerves served under my curve, pulling pistons on gears, celebratory cheers, and I want you just like that. So be at the ready. Hands prepped to pull hair, push head to fight, while orgasms delight to continually keep licking and gentle tugging. You're not bugging. You just found a man that rather eat your pussy than breathe. Stay down to the last bullshit of that last nigga leaves. A tree can bear new fruit, or you will wear new panties or a dress with pockets or lady suit. New. You knew what you did when you did, so that I would do what I would do. Says we make love, fuck, combine souls, screw, corkscrew to the pop of our champagne as it remains of passion prepped, placed prop in the packet, a plan, of pussy, a penis. Mars enter into Venus, her heat, her sweet, till love finds a complete in a sweaty, contorted mess and state of undress. And I can only write this way when you inspire me. Fire me from the cold inhibition, becomes an open and desirous, wanton and calmly callous, needing to feel the sweat salty pour from your pores. So can I say more? Please give me more. More of you. More of that mouth. More. How your hands are dexterous. So please read these words and touch yourself to overflow. So let's go, let go, overload, overflow, open up, greenlit, green light, this go, collect $200 mouth of Monopoly, putting hotel tails on parked in your place, never be bored on your boardwalk. I roll dice and chop it up when we talk. Outline your orgasms in chalk with a murderous intention when I put my thick six shooter into your fifth dimensions with these sexual shenanigans, enthusiastic energy, no ethics or suspicious suspension. I seek the sensual supremacy of sexual sorcery supreme of your bodily dimensions. So I doctors your strange. And for a piece of change, you into willy participants whose insides are getting rearranged, reconfigured, re-triggered from a Rican nigga because he had a Boston, but he bit bored. And I know you're bored of all that narcissistic shit, him leaving with bad habits, cheating on you with whores and bully with the bullshit. But he might as well shit on the floor. And you ain't no cleanup woman, but goddamn, I am the cleanup man coming to make sure that memory of that nigga goes straight to the can. And I can and will quill the love and a script that spells love all over the papyrus of your body. Scroll you over, roll you over, and search your body because you are like a four-leaf clover. You are my good luck charm. So borrow these arms and use them to cover you warm. Let you know exactly to whom you belong. And I love how your body reacts to me, my touch, my love. And I want you just like that. Poem.
The light deepens, the energy shifts. I step in closer, hungrier, more dominant, more divine, and now comes the consecration. The moment your body thinks it's had enough, I show you how wrong you really are. I rise from between your thighs with your taste still on my tongue and your power trembling beneath me. My hand finds your throat firm but sacred, not to hurt, but to remind you who holds the keys to your kingdom now. Our mouths collide, tongue devouring tongue, and then I slide inside, not just dick, but spirit, flame, 8.5 inches of darkness wrapped in desire. I don't just thrust, I possess. I bury myself so deep your ancestors have to arch with you. And you cry out, not in pain, but in recognition. Like your body's been waiting for this exact rhythm since the first time you ever touched yourself in secret. Deep strokes, slow grind, whispered filth, demonic devotion. Your walls pulse like they know my name because they do. See, I speak in thrust. I sing in strokes. I pray inside you with my flesh. You moan, then scream, then lose the language for pleasure completely. And just when your body starts giving out, I tighten that grip. Come for me, goddess, I command. And you do, violently, repeatedly, convulsing like the spell worked because it did. And as your eyes roll and your soul open, I pour myself into you like oil on an altar flame, and we explode together. Heavy breathing, hearts hammering, our body, one mind, one moan wrapped in the voice of two spirits bound. the possession is complete. So when the clock strikes demon time, I don't ask for permission. I take what's already mine. And tonight, that was you. So welcome, beloved. So for all the ladies who enjoyed witnessing her possession and wishing that y'all could switch places, next time the flame flickers, it may be your soul that burns. Park around. The drip.
Y'all know y'all is terrible. Terrible.
For me,
Say that again. You was muted.
it was bringing the ancestors in for me. The ancestors got to bend their back.
I had to go get a drink. I'm sorry. I do.
No,
Oh, yeah.
she got up and ran to go get her wine.
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready.
Look. Didn't I try to told her?
You tried to tell her.
Yeah, I wasn't ready.
I think we need to go over to Dallas and do a show. Just you know.
Yes.
I think that would be dope.
Look. She got to connect on the building.
Oh, the building already done. I secured that last night.
You see what I'm
Book
saying?
us.
She the link.
Hey, book us. We'll come.
I secured it. All we have to do, because he is a restaurant, Caribbean restaurant, so all we got to do is buy food and drinks. But anything else, we got music, everything. We straight.
That'll work out. Did you enjoy yourself? Miko, are you frozen?
Get the rest of my game.
We always just frozen.
Yeah, I was like, okay, so you're frozen. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah. Kind of sucks that my husband is out of town after that, but
mine gotta go to work. So
because let me tell you, honey.
I'm trying, look. Boy, when I tell you I'm gonna try, but I gotta go on Clubhouse too. So I gotta figure out how to work it out. But when there is a will, there is a way.
Actually, yeah, Cram, we gotta get over there because Jay ain't walking around.
My man makes beats, so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's freezing. Well, I thank you guys for having me on. That was so freaking
good.
Dope and unexpected.
Yeah, see, we come bearing gifts. You feel me?
Yeah, that was definitely. Oh.
No, those are right. My favorites. I wear them. People be like, "Yo, you wearing them?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna wear these. I don't care."
I got the red, white, and black one.
So you got probably Chicago, probably Chicago 85s, or if not the regular the bread ones.
Those are definitely the ones that I gotta hide from my son. As soon as he saw me with them, he ain't seen them. They was in the box. I bust them out the box. He was like, "Oh yeah, can I wear those to school?" Hell no.
No,
I'm so glad I ain't got to deal with that no more. And then she changed up her. She turned into a, my kids, y'all. I'm from South Central Los Angeles. Okay, I grew up in the hood. All right. You meet my children and you would never in a million years think that they was mine. You would think this was from the other. But yeah, she was a sneakerhead. Every shoe came out in the lines. Now I don't have to worry about it because she wear Doc Martens and Birkenstock and all that crap. So I'm safe.
Nah, it's crazy.
But definitely, I thank y'all. I always love it when I can reach out to my brothers, to my peoples, my fam, to come through, especially on the time to reflect on the Dope Queen, Alley Poetry, and also to drip on the folks like y'all always do.
Now that's why it's called, now I see why it's called drip.
Yeah. And just like when Hakeem Romance was on last week with us, I was getting text messages asking questions. I'm not the connector character. This is not a dating game. If you these brothers and people will let you know how to find them, and you can ask them these questions directly. Don't ask me what he mean by 8.5 inches. Don't ask me is he single. Don't ask me is this one really does he want a new pair of thigh muffs. Like, don't ask me these questions, ask them directly. So with that being said, would y'all please share how folks can find you so they can stop asking me those questions?
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. You can reach me on Facebook under Paul Cram the Poet. You'll probably see a picture of
Mm-hmm.
Valley Poetry. You can also hit me on Instagram, which is something I'm starting to play with a whole lot, starting to like. But it's also Paul Cram the Poet. But just make sure you put your dots between the Paul Cram. My name is an acronym that stands for Proof a Woman Can Raise a Man. Shout out to my mom. So yeah, those are the two places you can definitely hit me. Also on YouTube under Pentelectual Conversations, you can subscribe to that channel and hit me up from there.
And
Um,
you can him on Clubhouse.
yeah. You can
Look,
definitely. Yeah, you can find if you're on Clubhouse, you can find us under Honey Dripper Poetry. We also have Honey Dripper Poetry Lounge, but that's a lounge for us. That's not the actual thing.
Hey, sorry.
That's all right. You can find me at the Honey Dripper _ erotic on IG. You can also find me at the newly Honey Dripper Digital, which will be the place of all things drip. You can find me under Facebook under Hob Rux. And I'm also the purveyor, founder, maker, creator, chief designer of Ruxwear, of course, which you see in the sweater, because sometimes you gotta have your face on your stuff. But make yourself anything else, and check it out. And also forthcoming, I have 2 books coming out, actually 3, but I have 2 books coming out, which one is Shoot Me a Fair One, which is loosely based on my 6th and 7th grade year of school, which is kind of fun. And I have this other book called The Awakening, which I'm almost done with, which is based on the fact of what would happen if all Black people disappeared from the face of the planet. Pretty dope. And then I'll be releasing Verbal Hieroglyphics Parts 1 and 2 in September for poetry. So.
All right. So they just let me in the room. Make sure you say who you are. Are you muted, Miko?
I unmuted myself.
Okay.
Hazel Marie was cutting up.
Oh.
The kids outside. Well, I am a Blast Media Music family member. So I do have the Say Less with Miko podcast, which is every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Time. It is basically just talking about how life be life and whatever I could think of. I used to have Your Realtor and Sneakers, but real estate is too much going on to be just focused on real estate 24/7, right? Because life is life and for all of us. So I just use that platform to whatever topic I choose. I also invite people to come on the show to use my platform for their business or their, whatever their entity is. You can use it. I know that last week was about friendships. We're actually going to have friendship part 2 on Tuesday. If anybody want to join that, it would be good to hear a male's perspective about friendships within the male community. Because these women's, but no, men is a little different.
Just don't say the T app.
Oh no. But so Say Less podcast. I have the Say Less with Miko Facebook page, and then my Say Less podcast with Miko YouTube. And then Miko Taylor is my Facebook name, Meiko Taylor. My personal page, and then of course my business page is Kamiko Y Taylor, Realtor with Century21.com.
Well, and your girl Sunshine, you can find me on Facebook as Sunshine Cromwell. You can find my writer's page, Sunshine Vibration, Sunshine spelled just like how you see on the screen, and on Instagram under Queen Shine, spelled with the 8 as well. And on TikTok, I am Shine Marley. And Clubhouse as well, under Sunshine, which I'm logged in right now. Are y'all two logged in yet? I'm gonna like get to it. But it is Friday, and no one said it. We made it through the whole podcast, and no one quoted this, so I'm going to say it. It's the first of the month.
Make sure you bless your homes.
That's right. Bless your homes. Get some earthing in while you're blessing your home, so you can recharge and add more blessings, Miko.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Especially when it's a full moon, take advantage. Yeah. Very much so.
Well, I charge all my crystals and stones when the full moon.
Talk about your earthing too. Yes, when the full moon is out, you charge.
I got a big old. I got a big old tree in Carla would kill me. She said, "You got a big old tree in front of your house and you don't touch it."
If you don't go hug that tree when we get off this podcast, go hug that tree.
Them, you know, we got what they call them things, cicadas.
We got them here too in North Carolina.
So I'm just gonna die when one jump on me.
These suckers done flew in my car while I was pulling out the driveway. But it is the first, as you just heard us discussing. Yes, bless your homes, earth, recharge, do what it is that you need to be doing. But most importantly, it is Friday. Be cooling how you be cooling. Be safe out there, is because as we see, they said before the revolution would not be televised, but we are sure seeing it through social media daily how things of the past are coming back to the future, and the temperature out there is very rocky for some. Shout outs to those of you who also was flooded again in yesterday's storms up north. Seeing some of the areas of my people back home flooded again with the rain. So, and other places, folks that I know in Texas and Virginia and other parts of North Carolina. I hope that you guys are recovering well, but definitely be safe out there in the streets. Be cooling how you be cooling, and know that in life, the most important thing is accountability and duality. Because when I shine, you shine, we shine together. Body's broken. Peace and poetry, y'all.
So yeah, thank you.
Trip.